And good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's go ahead and just stand tall on our mats. I always like to begin my practice standing because I feel like it just really gets you intent. Yoga is really about being intentional about yoking together, but we have to be intentional and mindful in our practice. And just starting standing, it really we're going to be moving energetically. So if we're sitting, it kind of gives us that space of like restfulness. And our practice is more about being invigorated, so we can just break up the energy in our body that isn't serving us. A lot of things we can hold on to in our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, just everything that we have going on. So standing is just kind of representation of standing in our tree pose, which is not tree pose, our mountain pose. It's Tanasana pose. So it's a grounding, like as mountains stand tall on this earth, we're standing tall in our truth. So just place your feet down, lift on your toes, back onto your heels, just rock back and forth. Wiggle your toes. Our feet are our foundation, so we just want to give them a little TLC here. And then roll your feet out to the knife edge. That feels amazing on our ankles. And then roll inward, knock those knees together, the knife edge pops up, and just kind of rock back and forth. And then place your feet firmly. Spread those toes. All four corners of your feet press into the mat. And then energetically charging our hands down as we pull the energy up from our feet through the kneecaps, lifting up, through our hips are engaged as we engage to that pelvic floor, that first energetic mudra. It's a lock through that pelvic floor, through the sphincters as they lift up. It's not quite as intense as like a Kegel, but it's that energy moving upward, drawing the navel in towards the spine and up towards the sternum. As we relax our shoulders down, drawing our chin in and our crown up. And then really just starfishing our hands wide. So our fingers are also energetic points. Our hands, and it's a mind-body connection through our hand. They communicate together. So as we're moving dynamically around our mat, our mudras that we utilize through our practice with our hands kind of send a message. So our practice today is going to be about cultivating our potentiality, the potential within us to live our fullest potential. And so the mudra we're going to use is the seal of patience, and it is about determination and perseverance, so we can have that discipline within ourselves. So the mudra we're going to use, our fingers represent the elements of the earth, our thumbs are fire, our index finger is air, the middle is space, the ring finger is earth, and the pinky is water. So we're going to place our thumb finger and our middle finger together, and the other three fingers stay extended out. And so in this space, it's drawing that mind-body connection in this mudra. And in this mudra, we're gaining the discipline, the determination to connect to our fullest potential. So just stand with this mudra, drawing our elbows into our side, and then taking a big inhale through your nose and a big exhale through your mouth. And as we're intentional in our practice today, knowing that we're fully capable of being our true, authentic self. And that's what potentiality is. Like, we can become anything we choose to become. If we see it and believe it within ourselves, we can choose to become it. So just reaching our fullest potential, that God-given design within us. We each have our own unique signature. So just discipline within with discernment. To connect within to that truest essence of self, we can be our free expression, reaching the highest potential within. So go ahead and bring your hands to heart center. And with that intention set into our hearts being open to what our practice has to offer today, we'll go ahead and begin with humility and gratitude, lifting arms all the way up. Lift tall, exhale, fold. Lift the heels, shake your head. Just find that movement. And then sit on the lift halfway, lengthen out to the back of your hamstrings. Tilt that pelvis. Tailbone goes up, gaze goes forward. Exhale, fold. And then place your hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Grip your fingers wide, the starburst position. Press your tailbone back, arms are long, ears and elbows side by side, tailbones high to the sky. Now just bend in those knees first as we're warming up in that downward dog, lifting those heels up high. And just press into your thighs. And then slowly, as you find a little more length through your torso and your arms, you can begin to straighten those legs, press those heels towards the mat. The heels do not have to touch. Just do your personal best right here. And again, as we're here in our down dog, zip those toes towards your knees towards your hips towards your ribs. Draw the navel in. Breathe. Take a big inhale through your nose, a big exhale through your mouth. And then roll it all the way out to plank pose. Really press in, round into your upper back as you press in. Tuck your pelvis under. Take your gaze over the knife edge of your mat, keeping your neck aligned with your spine. As you press your heels back, crown forward. If you need to modify, come onto your knees with a long spine. And then lift your hips back to downward facing dog. And then roll it out to plank. And this several times rolling without dropping or swaying in your hips. Keep that long line from your crown to your heels, pressing forward and back. Just feeling this engagement. Linking breath with movement. And then your last one, when you come out plank, hold it. Widen your feet to the edges. Take your hands to the edges, and then you're going to take your right hand to your left shoulder, tap it, and then switch to the other side. Left hand to right shoulder. And just move side to side and tap side to side. Tap your shoulder, opposite hand. Again, if you need to modify, find those knees with a long spine. Keeping core active. Feeling that intensity building. Breathing in with a positive charge. Breathing out, feeling strong and determined. You have 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and your last one. In the center, hold it. Feet are wide, hands are wide. Shift your weight forward and just shift forward and back. Kind of rock forward and back. We're pressing and holding. Hold, hold, hold. Now take your feet, tap them side to side. Tap side to side. If you're kneeling, you just kick those legs out side to side. Keeping that neck aligned. Breathing in and breathing out. Knowing the quality of our potential is determined by the energy that we develop through our intentions. So let's be intentional here as we cultivate that discipline and determination. Be authentic in our truth. Step, step, step. You got 4. You got 3. You got 2. And your last one, bring it out wide, both hands, both feet. Begin one more time, rock forward and back. Hold, hold, hold. And then come all the way down. Lay onto your tummy. This top's going to be problematic for me. Reach those arms out. Take those legs wide. And now you're into a 5-pointed star. So just lift up onto those fingertips. We round into your back. Feet are wide as they press in to your mat. Lift the chest. Now press into your hips. Lift, 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 lift the chest, and then release. And lift. And release. And lift. And release. And lift. And release. Lift, release, lift, release, lift, release, lift. 4 more, lift, 3 more, lift, 2 more, lift, last one, lift, and hold. Really press in, and then release it. Keep those arms wide. Now lift the legs and lower, and lift. And lower. Faces down, neck aligns with the spine. Fingertips stay glued to the mat. So you just press in with those fingers. Arms are long, feel them active. And then point those toes and lift. And lift. Lift those thighs up off the mat if you can. Lift, don't bend in your knees. Keep the legs straight, they're like pencils. Lift. and lift, and lift, and lift. You got 4, you got 3, you got 2, last one. Lift up those legs, lift up those arms. Lift and hold. Lift the chest, lift the thighs. Hold and breathe, and then lower and lift. Lower and lift, lower and lift. Lower and lift, lower and lift. Lower and lift, lower and lift, lower. Lift 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and your last one. Lift it up, hold it. Hold, 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 and smile. Don't hold your breath. Breathe in 4, and 3, and 2. Pull it in center, hands align with your chest. Find your cobra, elbows tuck in, round into your back, and then press all the way to upward facing dog. And your upward dog can be on your knees as you warm up into that bend. If you want to pop off those knees, get a little deeper. You can as you press in, shoulders and wrists are in alignment. You have a long spine, gaze is forward. And then little tricep dips, press it back. Waking up those arms, igniting that fire within. Gripping with those fingers. And you got 4, you got 3, you got 2. And your last one, press it in, hold it, deep and round it. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder, chin to your chest, left to your other side, and roll side to side. And your last one, and lift it up and hold. Now lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Squat into your thighs, gaze between your hands and little pulses, little pulses. It's our first attempt to the top. So as we pulse in, just maybe add little hops, little hops. You're not getting all the way up there yet, just little hops. Maybe begin to hop a little bit further each time and hop all the way to the top. And then take a big inhale, lift. And find your chair. Sit into your chair and hold. In your chair, your hands are prayer. And just hold in this space. Rolling the pelvis under, make sure your knees do not jet over your toes. Your booty goes back as that spine is long and you sit deep. You squeeze into those thighs. Again, engaging at that pelvic floor, at your navel. And as you draw your chin in, those hands are prayer. And again, this comes to that seal of peace, of patience, as we have patience within ourselves. Finding that discipline, that determination to reach our potentiality. So middle finger and thumb finger come together. Fire and space. Uniting together. The other fingers lengthen out. Elbows tuck in. Draw those palms up. Sit deep. Squeeze the thighs, and then reach those arms up tall, shoulder blades down and back. Finding that UIG breath, a breath that breathes in and out through our nose. It is that breath that sits at the back of the throat and just cultivates that awareness within, drawing us into the present moment. Drop 1 more inch if you can. Hold, breathe. And then bring your hands to heart. Take a big inhale, lift. And that's just flow. Have a seat in chair and lift tall. Have a seat and lift. Sit deep and lift. Just warming up those legs. Keep that breath energetically moving. 1 breath, 1 movement. If your breath needs to change to in through your nose and out through your mouth, it can. So a little deeper, lift a little taller. Rising like the sun as you reach. Sit deep. Breathe in. Breathe out. Four more. 3 more. 2 more. And your last one, Take a big inhale, lift, lengthen, exhale, fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step it back, downward, facing dog. Bring it out to plank, chaturanga, upward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. We got several rounds of our sun salutation. Lifting your heels, gaze between your hands, squat into your thighs, take a big step or hop to the top. Big inhale, lift, find your chair. Lift, find your fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step it back, downward dog. Roll it out to plank, chaturanga, upward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. Lift your heels, gaze between your hands, squat into your thighs, take a big step or hop. Lift tall, find your chair. Lift tall, find your fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step it back. Bring it out. Chaturanga, up dog. Push up, down dog. Lift your heels, gaze between your hands, squat into your thighs, take a big step or hop to the top. Big inhale, lift. Find your chair and hold it. Sit into that chair. Little pulses again in those thighs, against those knees. Make sure you're not pivoting them forward. You're pushing your butt back. Igniting that fire. Breathing in and breathing out. You can draw into that mudra if you choose. Palms face out. So we keep ourselves drawing in the forward direction of life. It's a mindset. A positive mindset keeps us projecting forward in happiness and our truth. You got 4, you got 3, you got 2. And your last one, sit deep. Hold it. Hold, hold, hold. Lift the chest, shoulders down, gaze forward. Close your eyes if you want to feel that more internal awareness. Feel the internal drive, the divine guidance, that holy presence. Sit a little deeper. And then reach those arms up, rotate those palms inward. Breathe in, breathe out. Hands to heart, take a big inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step it back, downward, facing dog. Bring it out to plank, chaturanga, upward, facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. Take right side or left side plank to the left. Reach that arm up. Take your top right leg, lift it up, bend in that knee, lift it, and then take it, step it to the top. Hand comes down the center, and just press in to a lizard lunge. Just press into it. Back knee if you need to, and open up in that space. And then if you need to stay kneeling, you can take that leg kneeling and kick it back, kneeling, side plank. If you want to come back fully extended, extend that back leg, kick it back, side plank. Then step it forward, press into it. Then move it back, side plank, kick it. Fully extended or kneeling, step it up. Rotate that body, then move it back. Side plank, reach the arm, kick the leg, then step it to the top. Press in. That left hand doesn't move. That right leg is the one that's moving. Your hips, body, rotate. Kick that leg up, fully extended kneeling. Step it up. Press in. Deepen in. Then rotate. Reach the right arm. Right leg kicked. Bring it through. Lizard. Hold. Then rotate back. Open up. Kick it high. Side plank. And then bring it. Step it. Hold it. Deepen into it. And then open up. Kick it. Side plank. Hold it. Then bring it center. All the way center. Into your plank pose and chaturanga. Upward. Facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. We got that on the other side. So open up, side plank, right side. Open up, fully extended or kneeling. take that top left leg, bend in your knee and lift it up. Then take it, step it to the side, off the edge of your mat. Left hand comes down the inside of your foot. Press in to that low lizard lunge. If you need your back knee, find it, modify onto it, hold it, and then fully extend or kneeling, step it back, side plank. Reach that leg, kick it up, then step it up. Down low in that lunge, fully extended or kneeling, press into those arms, gazes forward, then open up, side plank. Reach that left arm, left leg up high, lift that hip, and then step it. Hand down, hold it, breathe, get that space, and then rotate, open, side plank, lift it, kick it, lift that leg, lift that hip, step it up. Hand comes down, press it. Fully extended or kneeling, move through it, open up, be intentional as you breathe. Woo! In order to become our best selves, we gotta work through the challenges of life. Open up with the best possible attitude that we can. Being authentic in our truth. When it's challenging, own it. Take a break where needed. Come back. No competition. Reach up. Just acceptance and love. Step it up. Let's do that one more time. Open up. Kick it. Hold it. Breathe. And then bring it center and chaturanga. Up dog. Woo! Push up. Down dog. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good job. Shake your head. And then walk your hands as you widen your feet to the edges of your back of your mat. Feet are wide. Hands to your ankles. Lifting your tailbone, gaze through your legs. Then squat deep, fingers to your mat, and just move your bottom up and down. Take a massive action right here. Getting into that squat, energetically shifting those hips, moving, maybe move side to side, pop it side to side, side to side. Just waking up any stagnant energy in those hips and your legs. Engaging navel to spine. Hold it center. Now as you hold down right here, you want your knees and your bottom to line up. Flatten tabletop your back. Reach those arms out, dynamically lengthening your spine. As you reach, dropping tailbone down. Place your hands down. Lift, straighten, gaze through your legs. Then walk your hands out, plank pose. Fully extend out wide. Feet are wide, hands are wide. Shift your weight forward and press down wider than normal and roll upward, facing dog. And then you're going to press it back, downward, facing dog. Arms are wide, legs are wide. Walk it back. Sit nice and deep. Tabletop that back. Sit deep in those thighs. Reach in those arms. Lengthen, hold. Hands come down. Lift the tailbone to the sky. Straighten in those legs. Gaze through. You can place your hands around your ankles if you choose. Get a little deeper. Then squat right back to tabletop. Your knees and your booty line up. Press in deep. Reach in those arms. Dynamically lengthening. Draw the navel in. Engaging those bandhas. Hands come down. Walk it out. Up on those heels. Hands are wide. Feet are wide. Come all the way down. Roll upward. Facing dog. And then push it back. Downward. Facing dog. Walk it back. Sit deep. Flatten that back. Draw the navel in. Knees and booty line up to the best of your ability. Do your personal best. Reach those arms. Lengthen. Hold. From your crown to your tailbone. Lengthening. From your fingertips. Reach. And then hands come down. Straighten those legs. Gaze through your legs. You place your hands to your ankles. Get a little deeper. Shake your head side to side. Then again, sit deep. Reach those arms. Lengthen. Hold it. Breathe through it. And then take those hands down. Lift on those heels. Walk your hands out. Shift your weight forward. Come all the way down. Roll upward. Feet are wide. Hands are wide. And then press it back. Downward dog. Hold and breathe. Breathe and hold. Walk your feet together. Bring those hands in alignment. Lift those heels, gaze to your hands, squat into your thighs, take a big step or hop to the top. Big inhale, lift, find your chair. Hold into your chair. And then lift up. Lift the right leg and lift it up. Reach those arms up. Kick that leg out in front of you. And just little kicks. Little kicks. Little kicks. You got 8. You got 7. You got 6. You got 5. You got 4. You got 3. You got 2. Last one. Lengthen. Hold it. Then kick that leg back behind you. Warrior 3. Hold in your warrior 3. Elongate your spine. Reach those arms. Make the letter T with your body. Then bring your hands to heart center. Woo, as you pull that knee up. Open all the way up. Arms come out. Legs extend. Arms come overhead. Pull your hands to heart center. Warrior 3. Lengthen out. Reach it up. Lift the arms. Open up. Kick that leg out. Pull it in. Knee in. Arms up. Pull it in. Heart center. And then move. And if you want to reverse your arms, you can extend as you come down over into your Virabhadrasana 3. If you find yourself wobbly, it's okay. You can bring your hands hard when you pull your knee up, whichever one works best for you. And open up. Bring it back and extend it out. And then one more time, pull that knee in. Work on your flow. Extend it out. Pull that knee in and drop it down. And shake it, shake it. Move it, move it. All right. Let's try the other side, right? Yeah. One side will fall over. No side. Hopefully we'll be a little stronger. That's my weak side. I fall over on that side more. But we'll see. Who knows? I might do more of this left on this side. All right. Left leg lifts. Knees up. Lift those arms and kick it out. And kick it out. And kick, kick, kick for 4, for 3, for 2. Last one, lengthen. Hold it. And then hinge it over. Warrior 3. Virabhadrasana 3. Long spine, so standing toes stay forward. Sending your hip towards the mat. Make the letter T with your body. Elongate. Feel long. Ears and elbows side by side. Hold it. Breathe through it. And then bring those hands to your heart. Lifting that knee. Reach up. Kick that leg out. Expand. Bring it back to heart. You can reach those arms overhead or keep them at your heart. Whatever works best for you as you flow. And you breathe. You can lift up. Arms out to the side. Help with that balance. If you want to bring those arms out overhead in your Virabhadrasana. And then pull it back. Heart center. And then lift and kick open. Just find that flow that's working for you. Is you're nice and steady, or is you're nice and wobbly. Just don't give up. And having that distry, that focal point, helps you execute the motion. So we focus our gaze. We focus our intentions. We have the inner determination, that willingness. When there's a will, there's a way. You believe it, you can do it. One more time. Woo. Kick it out. And then pull it in. And then dance it out. Dance it out. All right. I got music in my head. I know we don't have it on, but it's always a little tune going on inside. All right. My happy song. All right. Lift up onto your toes. Back onto your heels. Bringing our hands back to our heart center. Always coming to this space within. Oh, it's our sacred space, our happy space where the Holy Presence resides within us, giving us that divine guidance. This is our true, authentic selves, because we can be in this space of comfort and peace. So we're filled with grace and love. And in this space, we can reach our fullest potential, knowing that we were created for a purpose. So let's unlock those keys out of our truest self so we can shine authentically. Let's go ahead and lift arms all the way up. Exhale, fold. Squat deep, gaze forward, step it back, downward facing dog. Bring it out to plank. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Push up, downward facing dog. Your right leg is going to kick. Stack that hip. Stack it, lift that knee. And then make big circles with that knee. Big circles. And reverse it. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. And your last one, open it up, lifting that knee, kick that leg, bring it all the way through, Anjaneyasana. Press your hips forward. Down on that back knee, really press it, reach your chest forward. Down on that back knee, kneeling lunge. And then take that leg, kick it behind you. As you kick it up behind you, roll open that hip, stack it, drop onto that left forearm. Flex into that foot, and little pulses up in the air. Lift, lift, lift. Just activating, lifting, little pulse, drop an inch, lift an inch. Then 20. Breathe in, breathe out. Just squeeze into that leg in through that whole lengthening. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to lift that leg up high, then tap the floor and lift. Full range of motion as that body is lengthening out from our hip socket. You lift. You lift as you engage and you squeeze. That hip is stacked. It's open up and lift and lift and lift for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and your last one, lift it up. Now pull that knee towards your shoulder and press it back. Pull it towards the shoulder, press it back, pull it in, press, pull it in, and press. Keep that knee high. Pull it in, press it back. Breathe in, keep that foot flexed, press high to the sky. Those hips open. As you pull it in, press it back, pull it in, press it back, pull it in, press it back. Feel that little crunch to your side and those obliques. You got this. Hang in there. You got 8 more. You got 7. You got 6. You got 5. You got 4. You got 3. You got 2. Last one. Press it back. Hold it. Then rotate that left forearm. Rotate it in and come forearm side plank. Fully extended, or if you need that knee, you can find it. Reach that arm up overhead. Then rotate center forearm plank. Forearms are aligned with those shoulders. So take your hands and around the edge of those arms to pull them in, make sure they're lined up. Place those hands down, shift your weight forward, tuck your pelvis under. Don't drop your head, keep it aligned with your spine as your gaze goes over the nose edge of your mat. Hold it, and then vert up to dolphin. Walk those feet up. And then drop towards your knees, hover them, and then press it up, press those heels. Hover, and then press away. Crown does not touch the floor. Gaze goes between, and then gaze goes between your hands as you hover, and the tailbone goes up, press back in those heels, kneeling, and then press it back. Only hover those knees if you can without touching the mat. You got 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and your last one. Press it, hold it, and then walk those hands up, downward facing dog. Bring it out to plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Push back, downward facing dog. Left leg kicks, stack your hip. Bend in that knee, let that foot dangle behind you. Make big circles. Big circles. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And your last one. Open it in the other direction. Big circles. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And your last one. Lift it up. Stack that hip. Dangle that foot. Lift that knee high. And then bring it through Anjaneyasana. Drop to your back knee. Press your hips forward. Gaze goes forward as you press in that kneeling lunge. Open up in that space and then take that leg, kick it back behind you, drop to that right forearm. Left hand down, open that hip, stack it, flex into that foot. Elongate, lengthen, and little pulse and lift. Lift, lift, lift. Breathe in. Breathe out as we gain that awareness, as we connect to the body and the mind, finding unity with our spirits as we breathe in and out, staying in this present moment awareness, this mindfulness state. So our yoga practice is a meditation in movement. A lot of people get meditation confused with the fact that they can't think about anything or can't be doing anything. Meditation is really about clearing the path within our mindset, within our mind, to get clear, to have a clear vision, to be able to connect to our intentions, to our potentiality. In this space, we find stillness, so we quiet down and slow down within. We can feel and discern. Hold it, lift it. Now tap the floor and lift it up. Tap it, lift it. Tap it, lift it. Tap it, lift it. Tap it, lift. Tap, lift, tap, lift, tap, lift, tap, lift. For that positive charge as you lift and you lift and you lift and you lift. Breathe in, breathe out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And your last one, lift it up, then pull that knee towards your shoulder and press it back. Pull it in, press it back. Pull it in, press it back. Pull it in and press, pull it in and press. Pull it in and press, pull it in and press, pull it in. Press it back, knee to shoulder, press it back. Knee to shoulder, press it back. Come on, if there's a will, there's a way. You got this, you're capable. If it is to be, it's up to me. That's what I tell my children. You got it within. Just dig deep. Breathe. Take that massive action to execute with integrity. Hang in there. Embrace where you are. That's right, like leveraging your assets. You know, you got those qualities within you. Draw deep within. You got 4 more. You got 3 more. You got 2 more. And your last one, press it back, kick it, take that right arm, rotate that forearm plank, and open up. Side plank on the right side. Lift those hips, reach that arm, and lengthen all the way overhead. Hold and breathe. Don't drop. Stay centered. Keep that resilient spirit. You got this. Then pivot yourself into your center for forearm plank. Again, make sure those hands can reach to the outside of your elbows, making sure shoulders and elbows are in alignment. Then rotate those hands out, forearms down, press in, grip with those fingers. Shift your way forward, don't sway in your back, round in that upper back. Hold and breathe. And then lift your hips, dolphin, walk those feet up. And as you're here, lifting up, you're gonna draw your gaze between your arms, kneeling, hovering, and then tailbone goes back up, heels go down. And then move back and forth, hovering knees, gaze between your hands, crown towards the mat, heels go down, straighten those legs, and move back and forth, back and forth. You can either kneel if you need assistance, or hover. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. Press back into your dolphin. Hold it. I know. Take the opposite hand as last time. Your left, press it up. Hold it. You can stay here or go through a chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Woo! Hello. Push it back. Downward facing dog. Hello, hello, hello. Lift your heels. Gaze between your hands. Squat into your thighs. Take a big step or hop to the top. Big inhale, lift. Find your chair. Lift, hands to prayer. All right, continuing on. Take a big inhale, lift. Right back to that Virabhadrasana 3. Work it back. Left leg goes back. Right leg is forward. And then bring your hands down, standing split. And then drop it back nice and deep to a nice deep lunge. And pulse into it. As that space opens up, now lift those arms, lift the torso, reach it up. Center your hips. So just check in, make sure everything where it belongs. 12 o'clock's your big toe on your right leg, back heel. Heel is up. As we're opening up in these hips, we're reaching those arms up, dynamically lengthening. And then we're going to move the body, rotate through the torso. So you're going to swoop your arms, rainbow them down, rotate towards the back. Reach dynamically, reach. And then bring it back up center. And then again, swoop it down and lift it up. Taking that gaze back behind you and bring it up center. So you got to work on that balance. Take it back, lift it up. Take it back. Feel that rotation. You're going against, so it's your right leg forward. You're taking those, swooping across your right leg, back behind you, and lift it up. Take it back, lift it up. Right arm goes back first. Left arm comes to follow. Reach up, reach back, reach up, reach back. 4 more. 3 more. Hold it. 2, shaky. And 1 more. Lift up center, then open up center. Right here, you're gonna step, hit center. Step together. Then open up. Then step together. Then open up, step together. Open up, step together. Open up, step together. Open up, step together. Open, step, open, step. Open, step, open, and step. Open and step. Open and step. Open. Now lift, kick. Open, lift, kick. Sit deep, lift, kick. Sit deep, lift, kick. Switch your arms. Reach all the way up. Sit all the way deep and lift and kick. Take out that step and lift and kick it. Lift and kick it. Lift and kick. Sit deep. Lift tall. Find that movement as you lift and squeeze, opening up that hip. Reach tall. You got 4. You got 3. You got 2. And your last one, come now nice and deep and hold it. Push your bottom back, toes are forward, and lift tall. And then take your left hand to your right toes, rotate shoulders, reach it up. Hold in this space. And then rotate left, arms come out. And then rotate down, left thigh, right hand, left arms up high to the sky. Press in, that booty goes back, that knee does not go over your toes. And then lift up, spine is long, arms are open. Rotate down, windmill those arms. Press in, get a little deeper. Maybe you can reach your full palm to the mat, or just those fingertips, do your best. And then lift up, center. Then rotate down, other side. Deepen down into that lunge, then lift it up. Other side, get deep into that lunge. Maybe reach a little further this time. So now your hand before was at your foot. Maybe you reach out to the other side. Get a little deeper in that rotation. Hold it, lift up. And then other side, deepen down, reach that arm. Again, this is about you just getting a little deeper into your own expression so you can get deeper within yourself. This is where we build that resilience, that discipline. Bring it up, lift, and then rotate, move side to side a little quicker. 1 breath, 1 movement, side to side. Move it in, move it out. Lift through the torso, reach in those arms, and expand a little deeper on each side. Sitting down. Keep that breath linked with the movement. Having the internal awareness of your physical body and how it feels, as well as your mental and emotional bodies and how they feel. As we move energetically on our mats, we release all that feel-goodness inside the body. Whew, that natural high. Just allow it to flow. Releasing what no longer serves us. And 1 more time each side. And then I want you to lift up center and then pivot around to the back, warrior 1. Lunge nice and deep into your warrior 1. Get as deep as you can into that warrior 1. So now your left toe is your front leg. So your front leg now is towards the back, which is now your left leg. Right leg is long, front leg is strong. Left front toes are forward, back heel is down on that right side, and those toes are about 1 o'clock. Rotate the entire torso and hips towards the front, the best of your ability. Shoulders are down. Engaging those bandhas, that energetic lock through the body that keeps the energy moving in and out. Take a big inhale through your nose, big exhale through your mouth. And then go ahead and straighten that leg pyramid. Reach those arms back, lengthen those airplane arms, forehead all the way down. And then if you can take your hands, chest expansion, clasp them. forehead towards the knee, the best of your ability. And then place those hands down. And then kick that leg up behind you, standing split. In our standing split, take your hands to your ankles. Balance right here as you hold. Balance and holding. If you can't get your hands to your ankles, you just need one hand, the other hand, both hands. If you want to work on getting that leg higher, you can bring that forehead closer towards your knees. You get that leg higher. If your hands are around your ankles, place your fingers down, center your hip, drop it down, tap the floor, and just lift it up. Tap and lift. I want you to pull that hip socket up into your femur up into your hip socket so you can shorten that lever so you can pull that leg all the way through. You're on those fingertips. You're kicking high, pull it through. Kick it high, pull it through. Kick it high, pull it through. You got 8. You got 7. You got 6. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and your last one, I want you to kick it up tall, stacking that hip, open it up, find balancing half moon. So walk those fingers to align with your toes if you can. Stack your hips, shoulders line up, hips line up. Standing toes stay facing forward. Your toes are going to want to turn to compensate for balance. Once you get there, you begin to take your gaze up to the ceiling, or you can fall over like me. And then just come right back. It's okay. My foot's trying to cheat me. It keeps trying to turn. I'm like, I got you. I see you. And then slowly pivot yourself down. Step it back nice and deep. And then take that left leg, kick it high. Kick it nice and high. And then pull it in heart center. Kick it up. Out wide to that elbow. Kick it up. Crisscross other elbow, dropping that hip, kick it up, pull it center, kick it up, crisscross, out wide, sorry, kick it up, crisscross, kick it up, you got it one more time. Pull it through the center, lift it high, out wide, kick it up, and then crisscross it, kick it up, and you can stay right here or you can chaturanga, upward. Facing dog. Push up, downward, facing dog. If you want to try an inversion here, we're going to try a headstand so you can widen your feet to the edges of your mat. Drop on to your forearms. If you want, and clasp your hands and make a little house. So you shift your way forward and draw on to your crown. What you don't want to do when you're doing this. So our hands clasped, forearms come in. You want to make sure your shoulders and elbows are in alignment. When you're here, it's not a lot of pressure on your head. It's the forearms. So we did our forearm dolphins before to prep us. We want to put the pressure on our forearms, not so much on our crown. So we press in and engage, pressing out those shoulders. So as you're here, your head is down, feet are wide to give you that foundation. Cup your hands to your head if you need support. Press into those forearms and begin to lift, lift, and lift. Then you can bring those feet together once you get to the top. If you are able to get up and you want to create a little more challenge, widen those feet back out and then hinge the body, slowly balancing, bring it down, tap it, and lift it right back up. You can do that a couple times. If you're still trying to work on getting up, if you're working on the head, don't sag, don't put pressure onto your neck and hurt yourself. It's in those forearms. So be mindful, safety first, tap it down, lift it up, breathe through. If you're just holding, if you need child's pose to take a break, take it. Listen to your body, honor it, and everybody can come down wherever you are, feet together, drop to your knees, sit back, child's pose. Reach those arms out, lengthen, shake in your head, move in your neck, and then roll it out, curl the toes under, lift your tailbone, take that right leg, kick it up, stack that hip, and then bring it through for warrior 2. Center your hips in this warrior 2. It's very easy to go, I want to get some sass going on in here. But we're going to center it. So center the hips. Front toes stay facing forward. Lunge, knee and ankle line up. Back leg is long, parallel to the back edge of your mat. As you center those hips, lunge deeper into that front leg. Expand through that heart center. Really reach out. Deep and down. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, if we want to be able to reach our fullest potentiality, we got to be open to self-discovery. And in this place, owning our truth, right? So even the messiness, our flaws, they're perfect for us because they make us our unique signature of who we are, that God designed us to be. So be okay in it. Own it. It's a good place to be you. You are enough. You are worthy. You are loved. So go ahead and straighten that leg. Find some sass in that hip now and reach it over, triangle pose. Hip stack, shoulder stack, gaze is up. Draw the navel in. And then rotate, opposite hand down. Other hand comes up. So it's a left hand down, right hand up. Both legs are straight. Your stance is not quite as deep here. So if you need to shorten your stance, if you can't get down to the mat, you want to place your hand on your above your knee or at your shin, you can. Just don't put pressure on your knee. And then slowly bring yourself to a center straddle. Gaze between your legs. Hands to your ankles, tailbone lifts. Breathe. Pull yourself a little deeper through. And then walk yourself to the top of your mat and pull yourself, that foot off the knife edge as we were in the very beginning. So we're right here now. That back leg is long. Feel nice and open up here. That foot walks a little further forward. You can drop to your right forearm if you choose, if you're able to. So that foot and that forearm line up. You can reach that left arm up to the sky. As you press in, if you need a back knee, you can find it. Otherwise, make that back leg strong. Keeping those bandhas active, navel to spine. Breathe in, breathe out. And then bring that hand down. And if you want to try an arm balance here, you can. You can walk that foot underneath this thigh, this thigh. Draw that shoulder, that forearm, come underneath. So you just rest that leg on top as you kick that leg out. You can balance right here and hold. Or if you're in this, you want to make sure this arm comes and hugs to your side. This arm, the leg is on top of this portion of your arm. So as you hug in, that leg walks out, you deepen down and you lift that leg out and you balance. So the back leg comes up, that leg comes out to the side, and you just balance. If you want to kick that leg back, kick it back and press upward facing dog. So again, if you're here, you're pressing in. This forearm on the left side comes underneath this left leg. So you press in. If you're on your back knee, you can stay there and just press in and work on kicking that leg out, balancing right here. You got to start somewhere. Then we'll work on bringing that right arm in. As you shift your way forward, your side is going to hover on to the side body. And the leg lifts, you kick it out, and you breathe through it. If you've gone through a chaturanga, press back downward dog. And we'll all meet in down dog wherever you are. Shake your head, check in, take a breath, honor yourself right here in this moment. Then lift your heels, gaze between your hands, squat into your thighs, take a big step or hop to the top. Big inhale, lift, come to chair. Big inhale, lift, hands or prayer. Ho, 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 we got it all on the other side. Woo, that's beautiful, love it. Gotta find the balance in life, right? So balance one side, we gotta work on the other. Bring your left knee up, reach those arms overhead, kick it back, Virabhadrasana 3. Back into that warrior 3 as you lengthen dynamically, then bring your hands down, standing split, kick that leg high. Kick it up, then drop that back foot back. Wait, we started down the other side before. My bad. Do the other leg. Come back up. Come back up. I started on that side last time. Right leg lifts. Reach those arms. Find that Virabhadrasana. Balance, lengthen. Deepen as you lengthen all the way out. Spine is long. Reach those arms and hands come down. Lift that leg up high. Now really deepen and step it back. Now you're deep in this lunge. Little pulses. As you're here, as you're opening up in that space. Then hold it. Then reach your arms up. Center yourself into this lunge. So your left leg's forward, toes are forward, back heel is up. If you need your knee, you can find it. Press in, deepen, reach those arms up, and then we're just gonna swoop those arms to the side, to the left, reach, 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 then bring it up. Then swoop it back, reach it, lift it up, swoop it back, reach. Notice you fall off balance, it's okay. Again, when we make these motions from one side to the next, we're balancing the left and right hemispheres in our brain. Everything is energy. We are just matter and molecules vibrating together to make this vessel that houses our soul. But we want to break free from any encasements of dualities, of illusions that we place around our soul that hold us back from connecting to our truest essence within. So we are breaking free, feeling that love, that worthiness, as we're centered in grace and that holy goodness. Lift those arms up deep and down, hold it, then open, center it, and step it. Then open up, then step. Toes are forward, open up and step, open up and step. Sit deep, together, apart, 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 together. Step it. And then next time we're going to add that lift kick. And then lift it. Step, lift, step, lift, squat, lift, and squat. Lift and squat. Lift that leg. Activate and squeeze. That lateral lift. Breathe in. Breathe out. You got 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and your last one. Lift it, center it, bring yourself centered, then lunge nice and deep to the back, reach that arm up. Opposite hand down as you revolve, nice and deep, squat into that thigh, then reach other side. Nice and deep in this thigh, really reach. Then I want you to lift up, center yourself, then tap it down other side, then lift it up, then tap, then lift, then tap, then lift, and then tap on the side. Hold it right here, maybe get a little deeper than you did last time. Squat a little deeper, hand gets a little deeper further. Reach that arm up, and then lift up, other side. Deepen down, hold it, nice and deep, hold it, and then lift it. And the next time I want you to come down, I want you to reach that arm as far as you can across, getting nice and deep, feel that rotation, reach that arm, sit that booty back, hold it, and then lift it up. And then other side, rotate. Again, reaching as far as you can, feel the expansion, having the inner awareness. Get deep, hold it, reach, lengthening, strengthening, finding the unity. And then bring it up center. We're going to move one breath, one movement. Really reach and lift. Reach and lift. Reach and lift. Reach and lift. Overcoming the challenges of life is part of having the energetic mindset. We set our intentions to overcome. And that inner strength is going to come when we are connected within. We have that prayerful and meditative state of mind. In this space, we have gratitude. We can see the silver lining through things. We trust the process, having faith that all is working for our greatest good. And in this space, we feel safe. And when we feel safe, we feel unstoppable. that we can do anything that we believe we can do. And in this space, we can reach our fullest potential because nothing will hold us back from living how we were designed to be in our authentic truth. One more time. Lift it up, reach it, and then rotate around. Warrior one to the back and deepen down. So now it is your right toes forward. Press in. Back leg is longer than that left leg. Reach up, dynamically deepening in to the front thigh, lengthening in the back leg. Make sure the knife edge of that back foot kisses the floor as you press into that front thigh. Take a big inhale and a big exhale, in through your nose, out through your mouth. And then straighten your legs. Step it up just a bit and find pyramid. Swoop those arms back as you hinge your chest forward all the way over. Reach those arms up, and if you can clasp your hands for chest expansion or squeeze that beach ball. Forehead is towards your knee. Breathe. Then release those hands, step it up, standing split. Lift that leg up. This time the standing split. You can keep your hands to the sides. You can place your hands to your ankle. You can try to bring your forehead closer to your knees. You lift that leg higher. Find that place in your standing split that's working for you to grow. This is where we learn about ourselves, and that place of self-discovery as we are resilient through new growth. We build new neurological pathways in our brain. And in this space, we get to choose what those pathways will be if we're intentional. And then go ahead and lift. As you rotate, I want you to keep your hips centered, and then draw that femur up into your hip socket, lower down and lift it up. Lower down and lift. And lift, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. Kick it up behind you and lift it. That standing leg, if you need to have a bend in it, you can, or you can lock that knee, whatever works for you to get the most out of your practice. I'm here to facilitate. Listen to your body. It's ultimately your practice. You do what works best in your body, your whole mind-body system, to be awakened in a space, to feel good and alive in your radiance, your authenticity. And 4, and 3, and 2. Last one, lift it up, kick it, and stack your hip. Walk those fingers into alignment with those toes. Don't let those standing toes turn side to side. They'll try to cheat you to compensate for balance. Keep them forward, hip stack, open up, gaze is up at the final once you find your balance. If you fall over, it's okay. You'll find one side you're better on than the other. Ooh. And then slowly bring that hand down, step it back nice and deep, and then kick that leg high. And then you're going to pull it into your heart center. Kick it up. And then kick it out wide to your elbow. Kick it up. And then crisscross it. Drop that hip. Kick it up. Bring it center. Kick it up. Out wide. Kick it up. Crisscross. Kick it up. Pull it center. Kick it up. Out wide. Kick it up, crisscross, kick it up, and then chaturanga, upward facing dog. Push up, down dog. And again, this is your opportunity to go upside down if you choose. Second time's always better than the first. First time you're just getting that muscle memory. So drop to your forearms into that dolphin if you want, to your knees. But you want to make sure you have that house, that foundation. So clasp your hands to those outer edges, and then clasp your hands. Really press in. So these forearms pressing out of the shoulders, put out of those sockets, engaging through the core as you press. In right here as you really forearm press. The crown comes down and scoop your hands maybe around the back of your head as you press into those forearms. If you started with your feet wide last time, you can do that again for more assistance. If you want to challenge yourself, keep them in the center and slowly begin to lift. If you can't lift your feet all the way up, just hold, working and pressing into those forearms. You got to start somewhere. If your legs are up, you want to play around. You're welcome to play around with your feet once you're up there, but you got to get up there. If it's too much on your head, just don't put your head down. You can choose to just press into your forearms, into a forearm stand. And in this space, you can kick it up. Or I'm not capable of just pulling myself up in it. I can kick myself up in it, but not. And then wherever you are, bring yourself down. Find a little rest in your child's pose. Just take a minute to honor yourself wherever you are. If you're still practicing, we're practicing that forearm kickstand. You can go ahead and bring yourself out. And then go ahead, reach those arms, lift your tailbone, and then take that left leg, kick it high. Stack your hip and bring it through for warrior two. Hang in there, you're almost there. You're in the final stretch. Center your hips. Deepen down into that front left leg. Toes are forward, back leg is really technically your front of your mat, right? But right now it's our back of our mat. And it's our right foot is parallel to the back edge of our mat. Center your hips, deepen down. Expand through that heart center as you deepen. Take a big inhale through your nose, big exhale through your mouth. Just let it all go. We've cultivated all this energetic awareness within our body, within our mind, as we're intentional in our practice to awaken to our truest self. In this space, there's no fear, there's no worry, there's no doubt. It's only in this space of love and compassion, of trusting and faithfulness. Go ahead and straighten that front leg, which is your left leg. Sassy, sassy hips. And then hinge it out and find triangle pose. Shoulder stack, hip stack. Gaze is up. Breathe in, breathe out. Imagine you're pressed between those two panes of glass. So don't hinge your body over. Just stay lined up. That means you have to stay up higher in order to keep that alignment. Maintain that integrity. And then slowly swap your arm. Bring that right hand down. Left hand swoops up into revolved triangle. If it's too much to have your hands to the floor, you can take your hands above your knee at your thigh or at your shin. Again, reaching up with the other arm. If you need to place your hand back on your back for support, you can. Find what's working for you to get the best out of the pose. And then slowly bring yourself to a center straddle. Shake your head. Hands to your ankles. Gaze through your legs. And then walk your hands around to the top of your mat. Come to that deep lizard lunge that we were in the very beginning of the class. So got ourselves all nice and ready for this arm balance. So you're here, you can drop to that left forearm, reach that right arm up. So you work this foot a little further forward maybe, reaching, just getting that deepest expression you can. Kickstanding that leg out, hold and breathe through it. Smile, smile, hang in there. And then if you want to work on the arm balance, bring that right hand down, left hand presses in, bring it in so this arm, your side of your left body can rest into this position on that arm where your right hand's down and that this leg is going to come on top of that arm, right by your shoulder. So you shift your way forward, kickstand that right leg out. Then you're going to shift forward, balance on that side left body, and kick those legs up. If you need to rest your head on the mat for assistance, you can. Otherwise, keep it up. And then if you want to transition, kick that leg back and press upward, facing dog. And then push up, downward, facing dog. If you want to try that again, you can. Balance, onto that arm. And if you're trying to do this and you're like, how in the world? I don't know what you're trying to get me to do. Just press in here. Walk your hand underneath. If this is all you got and you're on your back knee and you're just trying to get deeper, that's fine. If you can lift the front right heel, if you can kick that leg out in front of you, wherever your options are, find it to challenge yourself. Right here, just one leg is out, you're on your back knee, you're working and engaging that stability. So breathe. And then wherever you are, go to that chaturanga if you choose to. Find your down dog, but then find your child's pose. Pressing back into our child's pose. And in this space of surrender, here in this child's pose, bring our hands to prayer at the nape of our neck. So we've done the work. As we are intentional, right here at this little spot of our neck, it's all those emotions are flooding through our body, all those endorphins flowing that we have, the serotonins and the dopamines, as we feel loved and protected and safe and peaceful. All this yummy goodness is flowing inside of us. We wanted to reach into the cellular structures of our body, but we most importantly wanted to shift our mindsets. We create new neurological pathways to stay in that positive mindset of hope and faith and encouragement, to find peace of mind and have clarity in our mind, to feel loved and protected in the space of graciousness. And in this space, we know that we're enough. We know we matter. We know that we can be our true self. That we don't have to hide. We don't have to play small. We can reach our fullest potential, being who God has designed us to be. Then go ahead and extend those arms out. Lift up, round your body, and then crisscross your ankles and kick your legs out in front of you. Shake it, shake those legs, sit tall. Lift up and exhale over. Touch those toes. Elongate, take a big inhale, lengthen, exhale, deepen. And then take your right foot, place it here. Your left foot, you're going to come into a seated pigeon pose. So place the right foot onto your left knee. And you're just going to try to inch yourself closer. Woo! Feel that. It might be a little tight in there. I'm feeling it. Press in. So press yourself as deep as you can. And at the same time, you really want to try to press this knee out. So be intentional as you press that knee out and down away from your shoulder. And then right here in this space, you want to roll back. You're going to take your hands through your legs, place under your knee, and round it back. And just press it in deeper. And then release it. Take that leg that was bent, and then straighten it. Straighten both legs. Lower the left leg down. And just alternate switch and kick. Switch, 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 switch. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Pull the knees in. Place your hands under your knees. Keep your heels to your bottom and rock yourself up, boat pose. Sit in that boat, hold it, extend those legs, tabletop them. If you need assistance, place your hands behind you. Otherwise, extend those legs all the way out. Reach those arms overhead. Balance, hold. Then swoop it down. Lift it up, swoop it, and lift it. Tuck it, and lift, tuck, and lift, tuck, and lift, tuck, and lift. For 4, for 3, for 2, last one. Lift it, hold it, lengthen, hold in that boat, then lower those legs down. Sit nice and tall, exhale, fold. Elongate, press the tailbone back, reach the crown forward, fold it down. And then let's, other side. Right foot is down, left foot comes on top of that right knee. Pressing this knee away from your left shoulder, walk yourself a little closer towards your right heel and pull that left knee down and away. So really feel that opening up. Press it in, open it away. And then slowly you're going to take your hands through your legs, clasp underneath that right knee, and pull yourself back. Again, pressing, you can use that forearm if you want to press that left knee away as you pull your knee in closer in opposition. And then go ahead, kickstand that right leg, move the left leg, drop the right leg down, and then scissor kick. Scissor kick, scissor kick, scissor kick, scissor kick, scissor kick, scissor kick, scissor kick. In 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull those knees in, and we're going to stay on our back, just rock side to side. Extend your left leg, take that right leg across your body, spinal rotation. Both arms are out to your side, open up like the letter T. Keep your shoulder on your mat as you rotate around. And then bring it center, other side. Pull the left knee in, extend the right leg, rotate. Drop the shoulders down, rotate, revolve, hold, and breathe. And then bring it back center and find your Shavasana for final relaxation. Just lay here for just a moment. Just take your practice and let it just ooze through your entire system. So you cultivate that awareness within us, feeling that awakening, alive, that aliveness within us, that sparks our truest essence. And truly at the seat of our soul, our gift is joy. We are meant to be blessed and prosperous in a state of joyfulness. When we give our power away to anything that can steal that from us, we're not living our truth. And when we can live in a true state of joy, we are able to be the hands and feet, being able to go out and be of service to others in a space of kindness and compassion. So in this space, just allow every piece of your essence to just absorb in those good vibes, that self-love, the divine love. Go ahead and begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe make a big stretch. And then on your next breath, when you feel ready, roll to the fetal position on the right side. Give yourself a hug of appreciation. Feeling that self-love and care. Pat yourself, good job, good job. And then come seated at the top of your mat. You can find your crisscross applesauce, as you want to call it, with our kiddos, or you can sit in lotus, or you can come full lotus, half or full. Whatever works best for you. Let's just sit here again as we're working through our practice, just feeling all that our practice has to offer us. Those blessings. They're endless, the blessings that are offered to us day to day. When our hearts are open, our minds are open, our eyes are open to see, to feel, to touch, to taste with our senses and that awareness. We can live in that potentiality of manifesting heaven on earth. Because in this state, we're living in our blissfulness, our God-given design, feeling that unity and harmony and that oneness. So let's go ahead and bring our hands to heart center. And let's take a big inhale, lift arms all the way up. Exhale, heart center. One for the mind. Big inhale. For the body. And a big inhale for the spirit. You go have an amazing day. Happy day. Namaste. Mwah. Love you guys.